hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat. About to the end. Getting about to the end. Big Bob's got to know. Are we going to sweep it or keep it? Let me know in the comments. Sweep it or keep it. All right. So this is Saturday Night Live, but it's not Saturday, it's Sunday Night Live. Sunday, where we just hang out, talk about some things, listen to some ambient sounds, testing out a new system here, so it's kind of weird. But I'm hoping you guys can hear me. All right. Okay, I told you. It was a little bit rough. This is the first one. And doing all this from point A to point B, I figured it out. I'll do another one. Same way. Let me know if you can hear me. I'll change the mics. We'll have a blast. Don't forget, Sunday Night Live, the hangout. Come hang out with me. Monday. All right. Wednesday, hopefully I'm going to do a After Dark. Next Friday, come see me with Cool. Saturday, a traveling video. The Cool ride will happen. Thank you guys. Have a good evening. This is Cool Radio. Sounds for sleep, relaxation, and study. Back to the sound. All right. So, welcome to Cool. And if this is your first time here, I'm Big Bobby, but you, my friend, can call me the Tingle Junkie. So today, we're going to kick back, relax. We're going to enjoy some sounds that are going to help us hopefully drift off to sleep. All right, so we're going to start off with the red ribbon through the microphones. Yeah, Web, it looks like we're online. Relax and enjoy. In both places. Let me check this one. Oh yeah, there I am. Boom. Simulcasting. I'm simulcasting. Boom. And there we are. This looks like it's working pretty good. See if I can do this without getting any feedback. Test, test, test. All right, all right, all right. You guys should be able to hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? All right, all right, all right. Let's see if I'm on sync now. I should be syncing better. All right. Maybe we got something straightened up here. Nothing like trying to figure. Right. There we go. Now I'm gonna. Test, test, test. All right, well, welcome to Sunday Night Live. We're just hanging out, listening to some good stuff. Good stuff. I hear you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was. I'm trying something a little different, but I think I'm just going to go back to the old way. The old way. All right, all right, all right. So, this week, I missed the candle burning that I promised for yesterday. Yeah, I missed that. And the walking in the walking sounds. Yeah, I missed those yesterday too. Lots been going on. But I'll get those out in a video this week. Been changing some stuff around. Anyways, this is the Sunday Hangout, where we just come here and hang out and talk and listen to stuff and dinkle with some things and just hang out. Play some cool sounds. And this is being simulcasted still to the 24-hour stream. And if you're over on the 24-hour stream, there's no chat. You got to come back over to the other side. And there's John Irving. All right, yeah, don't burn any candles. Don't burn your cat, man. Yeah, I gotta turn that down. I'm just kind of rearranging some stuff here. Again, you might hear some dingles a little bit because I've got some things happening. So my wife can let me know if anything's going on, because she's in the house. All right. So I was going to go do some some match striking sounds, getting some walking sounds. I was going to do that this week, a subs request, but got caught up in everyday life. You know how that goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this week, but I'm going to make it worth my while. I mean, it's worth my while to do it for a sub. But I mean, if I do it to get some sound effects for Pond 5 and a couple of the other sounds, I'd call them stores, but they're not. They're stock sound agencies. And so walking sounds are always good to have. But if you really think about it, if I do walking in sand, that's comforting for the channel. But if I want to do sound effects, if I walk in the sand in work boots, or on the gravel in work boots, and then in tennis shoes, and then in flip-flops, and then in other sandals, and then I record my wife walking through it in heels, each one of those are another bit, another piece, another product. Then I can do it in gravel, on asphalt, in sand, in leaves, in snow, in the hall, on concrete, on asphalt. Then pretty soon you've got a pretty gigantic library. Yep. You gotta figure out a way to close that down. I'm using another piece of equipment, and seems to like not turning notifications off. And I've got all my notifications turned off. Let's try this. Boom. That was a bad one. Yep, that was a bad one. Come on back. Got it back. There it is. These boots are made for ASMR. Yeah. But that's where I'm kind of hanging out with this. I get pretty fanatical about stuff. Like when I do bus sounds, I get really fanatical about that. I've said that a couple times in a video. But that's what I was thinking about. So I'll probably pick those up this week for my subs request, and do a couple different ones. Really I think that could be pretty kind of cool. Kind of cool. And then I've got the Cool Ride show, the Cool Ride. And I've been testing cameras out. Now I've got this rig to put in the truck to take a camera with me that's about 16 grand, and it mounts on the outside. Takes about 4 hours to put on the truck. So I go, yeah, I'm not going to do that. So I was trying to figure out a way to mount one of my smaller cameras inside and drive so that I can do driving, ASMR driving, relaxing sounds. Let's put some birds in there. I don't know why I can hear myself talking. Ouch. Sorry, that sucked. Sorry, you guys. But I don't know why I can hear myself talking. I mean, generally I can hear myself talking through the Mackie. All right, I got rid of it. So, where was I? Driving videos. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out a way to mount one of my smaller cameras in there. And I keep getting these micro jitters, and it just drives me nuts, drives me out of my mind, especially around the top of the window when I can see that warbly. Just kills me. So I took my GH5, I took one of my Sonys, tried it with both of them, and it just put them on a gimbal, and I still get those micro jitters. So it just driving me bonkers. So I decided, you know what, let's try it with a GoPro. So I set a GoPro up. That did really well. 2-3 hours was doing perfect. And then all of a sudden, the micro jitters came back. So I said, this sucks. So I strapped it down, did some stuff with some duct tape. You know the picture. Still got micro jitters. So here I am, just all pissed off because I can't get this thing to quit doing this. Now my wife's going, hey, it looks fine. I'm going, yeah, no, it's crazy, man. You gotta wear a kidney belt when you watch it. But so I decided to really think about this. So I drug out my 1-inch 360 camera, an Insta360, because they have really awesome stabilization, because it's such a big, and I can reframe them into 4K single shots. So I said, it's probably not going to work. I mean, this is a $400 camera that isn't built for this, so it's probably not going to work. But you know what? They use them on motorcycles all the time. Ooh. They use them on motorcycles all the time. So I go, I'll give it a try. So I got out my Tellison battery selfie stick with some tripod feet on the bottom of it. And I was just crazy. I grabbed a hold of my Hollyland Lark Max 2 microphones. And lo and behold, I can put them on the side of the cage on both the 360 cameras. And I can plug those in and get left and right channels out of those Hollylands on those 360 cameras. So well, this has turned out better than I thought it was. Then I took it for the test drive. In the day. Works perfect. A camera I already had. I was trying to get those other cameras to work, even my phone. Bought this $200 thing because when I want to live stream. And then it all worked out with something I already had. Crazy. And I can live stream from that camera. Boom. So I've switched over to the Insta360. It's a couple years old. Insta360 1 RS 1-inch. Now, with this, it's got a big sensor in it. 1-inch sensor, which is better than most action cameras. And what I want to do is I want to go on a cool ride and go on a ride someplace with you guys. When we get there, I want to unhook it, jump out, and explore something. And I want to do this all kind of ASMR style. A lot of times I'll go shoot B-roll, or I'll get sounds from like some of these piers. And I'll tell you really why in a minute, but some of these piers. So I'm out there about 3 in the morning and sometimes like at 11 at night. I love you too, man. Are you guys old enough to know that commercial? When the dude goes, I love you, man. But anyways, I'm out hearing these things late at night, and sometimes the sound, and I want to take some trips to the snow. All this going on. And so I give you guys something more than the stuff you usually get. Like, you're going to get tired of seeing me sitting in here. I mean, I'm in a closet. Well, it's a whisper room, but it's a closet. It's a whisper room. It's not really a closet, but it's about as big as a closet. But anyways, so some of these things I see, I want to share. I want to share this with you guys. Because sometimes I'll go up to Washington. There's a couple places I go hang out up there where the view is just incredible. And I've never thought about it before until now. But we'll go up there for a family thing. I have some family that lives up there. And I'll have to escape. Sometimes. So I'll take a day or two and I'll go to a couple of these places and just hang out. I'll get some beer, some snacks. I'll just go take a chaise lounge or a lawn chair and I'll just kick back out there for hours looking at the views. I always thought that would be something cool. Oh, now I got nobody on there. Boom, I ran you all off. That's crazy. Anyways, that's where we're at. What do you guys think about Yosemite? Yosemite. I was up in Yosemite. My wife and I went to Yosemite a couple years ago. And it was snowing. We went up in the winter. Never been there before in the winter. But I tell you what, it's not crowded. It's super beautiful. It's just covered with snow. Awesome. guys all leave me. Yeah, it's just awesome. And there are some, I want to figure out a way to take you guys along with me. So that's where I'm at. I've put in a new pad. So I've got the monitor here that pushes the stream out. I've got the monitor here to watch the stream on YouTube. I've got a monitor there to see what's going through the camera. Then I was using my old phone to do my sound bits for like cool. But then I switched to a Lenovo 12.7 inch tablet. And I've got a soundboard on there, like set up like a wall board for a radio station. So I can put on some, when I do it on the phone, I can have it slide in. This one's a little different, but I don't care, but I can put on different sounds and do it almost like a real radio station. Because that right there, that's pretty binaural. And I can control it a little bit more. Now doing this, I had the old camera up, the GH5. GH5 will film forever, but in this room it gets hot. And I noticed I was starting to have some problems. I talked about this last week. Having some problems with it over it. When it gets hot, I would start dropping the signal, like after about an hour or so. So I really like Hollyland. So I bought the Hollyland Venus Live Air, which is a 4K streaming camera, but it's like a regular camera. Didn't think I was going to like it, but man, I love this thing. This thing's great. It'll stream forever, and I can do recordings. And by switching that and a couple other things, I got to get rid of half the junk on this desk. I mean, it still looks pretty full, but I got to just switching from that GH5 to this, and I think this is doing real well. I got a lot of cool things I can do with it. Now what I did is I just set the focus so it's just on the mic. So no matter where I go, it's going to stay on the mic. That's going to be really good for ASMR when I want to do some close-up stuff. So when I want to do close-up stuff, it's going to keep the focus on my hands no matter where my hands go. A regular camera does that, but even back here, when you do it with the regular camera, because it's the closest it focuses in, but even back here, it'll keep my hands in focus. That's cool. Let's just put it back on me. Now it's hooked on my face. Hang on. So now my face will always stay in focus. Am I boring you yet? Let me know. Sorry, you guys, I was hopped over to the checking on the other one. Let me catch up on some of these. I always go down to Johnny. Johnny, I travel. Mostly California. Once I retire, it'll be other countries. But right now, it's just California. My daytime job keeps me here. A lot of driving. And a lot of flying, but I would prefer to drive so I don't have to ship my equipment. A lot of times when I get someplace, I gotta rent. But when they're small things, I use my own. I don't like to ship my equipment. I like to drive it. I'll have to go back and check that out. Yeah, I don't remember what I did with my hands. I'll have to go check that out. See what I can do. And it was amazing. Yeah, I'll go check it out. I know I get with some of the guys. I have this crew of people I kind of mentor to. And it's a joke because they always go, how do you stay in business? How do you keep in business? I go, dude, I have money hands. See the M? I have money hands. We all have that. The M. I'll have to think about what I did with my hands. Make them go to the noise. I don't remember. I'll go back over my videos and find it. All right. So, hey, if you're on the other stream, the 24-hour stream, and you want to chat, hop over to the other stream. That's where we're at right now. I'm simulcasting these, so it fits into the 24-hour stream. Anyways, here we are. So, like always, I'm doing a lot with, I'm going to start doing a ton more with After Dark. After Dark on Wednesdays during the mix. So here's how it goes. On Wednesdays, I've got the mix. Could be. Trigger Labs. Could be. Or some I just get in my head and want to share with you guys. Eventually, as soon as I get this nailed down, this simulcasting thing, all these will be live streams. I'll live stream them. Then I'll set this back as I'll make it a video. So I would eventually, all of them will turn into live streams. So I can interact with you and stuff. That being said, even the cool ride And when we're out on, I don't know what do you want to call it, field trips, eventually they'll all be live streamed too. That's so it fits in here with Cool. Because Cool's got a 24-hour stream that's going on. It's on 24 hours a day. And I'll just break in. And here we are. Yeah, and too, I like the sequoias too. Hey, John, you ever been to the Jedediah Redwoods or Patrick's Point up there in the corner of California? That's a cool place. Let's go for a walk along the Kaanapali Beach in Hawaii. What do you think? Well, I had it right here. Here we go. Well, let's turn that down a little bit. Yeah, I'm walking along the beach in Kaanapali, Hawaii. You're from San Francisco originally? Oh, Giants. Yeah, it's way up north. It's up. But that's where they got that tree you can drive through. And Patrick's Point is an incredible place to the ocean, and it's awesome. yeah, look up now. I go there almost every year. I stay in this little place called Coos Bay, Oregon. Coos Bay, Oregon. And it's cool because I'm really good friends with the hotel there. And when you go out to the pier, it's like an old fishing pier. It's really really interesting. It's got it's like something out of Jaws when you've seen the Jaws movie, and it's got some. Let's put it this way: we went to Coos Bay one year, and I stood on the beach in the snow. That was a cool thing, snowing on the beach. Stewie, Stewie. All right, all right, all right. So remember, you guys, we are simulcasting this. So over on the 24-hour stream, they're seeing this too. So I'm going to take a real quick break. Be back in a couple minutes. If you don't see a commercial, you're going to hear these sounds. Yeah, that Coos Bay is in Oregon, but it's right on the right. Gold Beach is right there. It's right on the other side. Matter of fact, to go to Patrick's Point, I'll take 5 all the way up, cross over to Coos Bay, and go back because that's like a 3-hour drive through over there in Pottsville, where all the weeds grow. All right. So my 24-hour streamers, if you want to chat, there's another. Go to the other stream. But if you don't, hey, welcome aboard. We just hang out here. And we just talk, and I put stuff together. The last questions of what I'm doing, yeah, whatever. Eventually, all of them will go because I really like doing these. All of this will go on this 24-hour stream eventually. Snorkeling, yeah. Snorkeling in California. We used to go clamming. All right, John. Have a good night. We'll catch you next Sunday. Take it easy. Alright. So, I don't know. Been on for a couple minutes here. Got a lot going on this week. Got a lot going on this week. A lot more to come. Some new stuff. Tired of you guys. You guys are probably tired of seeing my ugly mug in here. I'm gonna release a couple of let me turn this crap down. Release a couple cool rides this week. Definitely an after dark. And anytime something pops up, expect a couple videos this week. If you like what we're doing here, become a member. If you just want to support me one time, buy me a coffee. That's links in the bottom there. Other than that, I think we're going to kick it off tonight. And I'm going to talk about Monday tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing these a little earlier, releasing videos a little earlier. I want this to be late night, but I think we're going to get a lot more. I think we'll get a lot more people in here if we just do it a little bit earlier. So I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow. Anyways, with no more delay. Oops. I hate it when I do that. There it is. New stuff going on. It's going to be about it. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. And feel free to drop in one of the comments if you want to hear something, or if you want me to do a trigger lab like I did last Wednesday. It's been real. It's been nice. Appreciated you guys. We'll see you next